Thank you.
Windsor, Ontario, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're doing fine. Go ahead, please.
Great. First of all, I have a programming question. When I call in, how come you guys are looking at newspapers and circling things? And then I have a comment.
How come we're looking at newspapers and circling things? Well, the program has many purposes. Of course, your phone calls with guests that are coming in, and we read the news and opinion pieces from the papers. That's the basic structure of the program.
Okay, because when I call in, I expect you to give me your full fucking attention.
Okay, let's move on to Inverness, Florida. Hello.
Rhode Island, and the town is Quahog. You're on. Go ahead.
Hi, I actually disagree with a couple of the people who just called in. I was actually in Iraq no more than maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and everyone there wants to leave. We don't want to be there anymore. We don't want to keep fighting. We just want to go home. We've been there for too long. We keep getting held over and held over. We haven't seen our family in years. I mean, I can't remember the last time I barrel rolled my wife.
Next telephone call, Fayetteville, Tennessee.
Your phone calls of one of 3 lines. Our next call, Newark, New Jersey. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I got myself into really bad debt. I was paying one credit card off with another for over 4 years. I just went on, and, you know, I mean, I'm like really broke right now, about to file bankruptcy. I'm trying to get a penile implant. I need to enlarge my package to pick up the chicks these days.
Oxford, North Carolina is up next. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Plunkett. How are you?
Good morning.
Quite Michigan. Jim on our Republican line, please go ahead with your question or comment.
Yeah, thank you, C-SPAN. And Peter, you mentioned something about sharing the burden. And I just want to say, I go home every night, turn on the news, see these congressmen and women getting out of their limousines with their law degrees. But, for me, on Main Street, I'm still getting a $9 haircut, and, I drive a pretty nice van, and for that, unfortunate. But what I hate is that I'm becoming the one with the draconian policies. I'm becoming the vilified. I manage a Quiznos, and these punk kids come in, and, they expect a free bag of chips, as our deal used to be. But, times have changed, and I got to say, you want those Doritos? Well, cool fucking ranch, kid.
And opened the way for other women who came later.
Moving on to Baltimore, Democrat line. Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello?
My question is, do you respect Howard Stern's penis?
Getting a lot of crank calls today. Not sure why they're coming in. We'll try to crack down on them as best we can. Get to another name.
Hannondale, Florida. Jed, good morning.
Yes, I'm from Atlanta originally, and so I like to read the Atlanta Journal-Constitution online. And it was very good for me when the snowstorm hit because I could keep in touch with my family. And the only thing is, it's quite distracting sometimes. It's quite distracting because you got all the other tabs and various shit going on, and zombie midget porn and all
Joyce is up next.
Austin, you're on the air. Good morning. We're doing open phones.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks. Charlotte, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm just fine.
Thank you for our last call for James Kitfield. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'd like to ask Mr. Kitfield what his opinion is on Halliburton being awarded or rewarded no big contracts. I'd also like to ask him his opinion on Howard Stern's tiny.
I have no real opinion on that last question. It's appropriate, though. We do have just a minute or two. That last call was a Howard Stern caller, and the group set out this morning on the Stern Fan Network to jam our lines, and that's the first call out of 68 that we got in the morning from a Stern caller. And they do, the way they do this is they record a whole program, and then they try to get in, and then they give it to Howard Stern, and then he runs it on his program, and everybody goes off and gets their lollipop and enjoys the weekend.
Right.
But I have to mention that because they had blogged all day, all week, that they were going to jam the lines today, and something happened. They just didn't get through.
Well, your intelligence is better than theirs.
And we have no intelligence. Take them as they come, but I had to say that. James Kitfield's book is called War and Death.
Looking in Tacoma, Washington.
Hello, thank you. Now listen, I just want to step outside the courtroom for a second and discuss the current technological landscape in a slightly different light. These detriments and what the government's doing with the technological landscape is certainly bad, but I want to argue here that the benefits outweigh the costs in this current landscape. First of all, there's just the convenience factor alone. I mean, you want an up-to-date market report, keep tabs on stocks during the day? Sign up for PayPal. You want the Guinness Book of World Records for biggest beach party? Ask Jeeves. And that's just convenience alone. I think this is also a time when there's a private solution to a lot of the privacy concerns that you bring up, Aaron. I think this is a really disruptive new bunch we have out in Silicon Valley. I mean, did you know that Facebook was developed in a dorm room by two naked chicks?
All right. Clarence, an independent in Washington.
Okay. They play. We go next to Camden, New Jersey on the Republican line. What do you think about all this?
Good morning, Brian, and thank you for C-SPAN.
Welcome.
When did you lose your virginity?
What do you mean?
How old were you?
I'm not about to answer that
When
question.
you lost your virginity. When did you get fucked?
Hey, thanks. Nice to hear from you. Always good to hear our callers when they're like that.
8 p.m. Eastern Time.